You are bleeding money every single month. And the worst part is, you do not even know it. Not because you are careless, not because you are bad with finances, but because nobody ever sat you down and showed you the small invisible leaks that drain hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars out of your life without making a single sound. That changes today. And look, before we go any further, I need you to understand something. This is not a video for people who are already perfect with money. This is for the person who feels like no matter how hard they work, the bank account never seems to grow the way it should. The person who checks their balance and thinks, where did it all go? If that is you, keep watching, because what you are about to learn will likely save you more money this year than anything else you have tried. We also have some programs linked down below in the video description that go much deeper into this. People who have gone through them have genuinely transformed how they manage, grow, and protect their money. I am going to mention them again at the end, but right now let us get into the fixes. Here is the first painful truth. Most people waste money not on big things, but on small, automatic, forgettable things. Think about the last time you really went through your bank statement line by line. Not just a glance, actually sat down and looked. If you have not done that in a while, there is almost certainly something on there you forgot you were paying for. A subscription you signed up for during a free trial, a monthly fee that auto-renewed without sending you a reminder, a streaming service you used twice and then never opened again. These charges are usually somewhere between $7 and $15 each. They feel insignificant, but add up just 4 of those and you are looking at over $50 a month silently disappearing. That is $600 a year. Gone. Not on something meaningful, not on an experience you remember. Just gone. And that feeling when you actually realize it, that frustration, that mild sense of embarrassment, like how did I miss that? That is not a personal failure. That is by design. These companies count on the fact that you are busy. They count on the fact that small amounts feel too small to worry about. And they make billions doing it. So fix number 1 is simple. Set aside 30 minutes this week. Go through every recurring charge on your bank statement and your credit card. Ask yourself one question for each one. Did I use this in the last 30 days? If the answer is no, cancel it immediately. Do not say you will think about it. Cancel it. That single 30-minute session could put hundreds of dollars back in your pocket. Now here is where it gets even more interesting. Most people think they save money by finding deals, and there is some truth to that. But the people who really change their financial lives do not just cut costs, they eliminate the decisions that lead to overspending in the first place. Here is what I mean. Every time you walk into a store without a list, you spend more than you planned. Studies consistently show that unplanned purchases account for a significant portion of retail spending. The store layout, the lighting, the product placement, it is all engineered to get you to spend more, not through tricks that require your awareness, through your unconscious habits. So fix number 2 is about creating a buffer between you and your impulse spending. When you feel the urge to buy something that is not essential, wait 48 hours before purchasing it. Write it down. Set a reminder. Come back to it in 2 days. You will be shocked by how often you no longer want the thing you were convinced you needed. This one habit alone can save people several $100s a month, not because they stopped wanting things, but because the emotional spike that drives impulse buying fades quickly, and logic has a chance to step in. Let me tell you what this looks like in real life. Picture a moment when you're tired after a long week. You're scrolling online, you see something that looks amazing, your brain lights up, this will make me feel better, this will make life easier, you click add to cart. And because checkout is so fast now, it is done before you even finish the thought. 3 days later, it arrives, you open it, and it is fine. It is not the experience you imagined. It goes on a shelf, eventually you forget it exists. That cycle, repeated dozens of times a year, is costing you a fortune. And more than money, it is costing you the feeling that you are actually building something. Fix number 3 is something almost nobody talks about, and it might be the most important one. You are likely paying more than you need to on things that feel completely non-negotiable. Car insurance, internet service, cell phone plans. These feel fixed. They feel like bills you just accept. But they are not fixed. They are negotiable more often than people realize. Insurance rates shift constantly. Providers run promotions they do not advertise loudly. And the moment a competitor offers something better, most companies would rather keep you at a lower rate than lose you entirely. A single phone call to your insurance provider asking if there are better rates available has, for many people, resulted in meaningful savings without changing anything about their coverage. If you have not done this recently, it is worth your time. Now I want to shift gears here because I want to talk about something that goes deeper than individual fixes. The real reason most people struggle to stop wasting money is not a knowledge problem. They know they should spend less. They know they should save more. The real problem is emotional. Money is tied to how we feel about ourselves, how we reward ourselves after a hard day, how we handle stress, how we celebrate, how we cope. When life feels overwhelming, spending feels like relief, even when it is not really giving us anything lasting. And that is the invisible cycle that keeps so many people stuck. Work hard, feel stressed, spend to feel better, check account, feel worse, work harder, spend again, round and round. If that resonates with you even a little, it is important you understand this. The path out of that cycle is not willpower alone. It is building systems that make the right choices automatic and the costly choices harder to make without thinking. Fix number 4. Automate your savings before your brain gets involved. Set up an automatic transfer to a savings account on the same day your paycheck hits, even if it is a small amount. The psychology here is powerful. When money is moved before you see it sitting in your spending account, it simply feels like it was never there. You adapt, you adjust. And over months, that number grows in a way that feels almost magical because it required almost no ongoing effort from you. This is one of the most consistently effective financial habits that people across the spectrum of income levels point to as a turning point in their financial confidence. And speaking of turning points, that is exactly what the programs linked below in the video description are built around. These resources are not for people who want a quick trick. They are for the person who is genuinely ready to stop reacting to money and start building a real relationship with it. People who have gone through this material describe it as the thing they wish they had found years earlier. The kind of guidance that changes not just habits but perspective. If you feel even a small pull toward that, do not ignore it. The people who wait for the perfect moment rarely get there. The people who act when they feel that pull are the ones who look back a year from now and recognize that one decision as the thing that changed everything for them. That link is in the description right now, and what you do with it is entirely up to you. Because here's what I know. You did not click on this video by accident. You are here because some part of you is ready. Ready to stop watching money disappear, ready to feel in control, ready to stop saying next month and actually mean it this time. The fixes in this video are real, they are simple, and they work. But only if you actually use them. Start today, not tomorrow, not Monday, today. Pick one thing from this video and do it before you close this tab. That is how change actually starts.